Hi everybody and welcome to American Girl Afternoon. Today we have a model here because we are going to be making doll flip-flops. So as you can see, they're very simple in construction, and I actually made one of them a little bit too tight and one of them a little bit too loose for her feet, as you will see. So this is the one that's just a tad bit too tight. And the other one that's sliding off is just a tad bit too loose. And if I wanted to, I could fix that up, but they work for now, so it's good. So this is what they look like on. Like I said, one's too tight, one's too loose, but in a Goldilocks type situation, if you practice a little bit, you'll probably be able to get them just right. But they're not hard to make. The only thing is they use the dreaded hot glue, which I hate. And while I was filming the time-lapse video, I did actually burn myself. So, hot glue. So, what you need to make these flip-flops are craft foam, ribbon, marker, scissors, and the dreaded hot glue. So the first thing that you do, if you have shoes for your doll, you can use one of her shoes to trace the sole for your pattern. If you do not have shoes for your doll, you can instead trace her foot so you can figure out how big the sole needs to be. So I traced just one of the shoes, and then I cut that piece out, and then I traced that 3 more times. So you need 4 pieces of foam in total to make the shoe. Once you've traced, the pattern 4 times and you cut it out, you put 2 of them together so that they're facing the same direction. So if you only use one shoe, you're only going to be getting it going one direction. So you'll have to flip 2 of them over so that you get a left shoe and a right shoe. But that's doable. That's not hard. Then you take her foot and you put one of the soles on the bottom of her feet and you run the ribbon over top of her foot to see how long it needs to be to go over top. And you want to cut it just a little bit longer because you're going to tape it into the inside of the shoe. After you've measured and cut your ribbon, you take one of the soles and you put a little bit of glue down so you can put the ribbon, you can stick the ribbon to the sole. Then you put glue around the outside of the sole and you stick the other sole to it. But you want to leave just a little bit open on the exact opposite side of where the ribbon's going to go, because you're going to just pop it open just a little bit, slide the ribbon in, add a little more glue, and then hold it shut so that you get the ribbon to go up and over the shoe and stay that way so your doll can slide her feet into the shoes. Now, if you don't get a make and take kit and you end up using thicker craft foam, as you can see, there's a little bit of a gap where the cutting was a tad bit crooked and where the seams come together when you glue them together. It wouldn't really work with this because this foam is so thin. But if you use thicker foam, you could take another piece of ribbon and wrap it all along the seam, and you could glue it on and close up that seam if you wanted to. I didn't think it was worth it for how thin this foam was, so I did not do that. But that is an option if you would like it. And as you can see from tracing, I have Sharpie all over me. But that is all that there is to this craft. Very simple, very easy, and it'll get your dolls ready for spring and summer. So join us back here for next week's American Girl Afternoon. Have a great day.